Alright, my correct people. Now, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time and where for you watch this video from. Yes, so this is not Anointed TV. I don't come again to give another update. So this trend for social media, as I said, this particular one, so it concerned our presidential candidate. So he named Bola Ahmed Tinubu, our current president. Maybe smart to know, my correct people. Ever since this Inec released the credential of the candidates of this 2027 election, where they come up, Peter Obi, Atiku, and even our current president now with Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the result like this now, it shock everybody as it be say our current president is nothing to write home about. Nobody don't come, we can see this particular list like this. Now we need the marvel. As it be say how a person like this could sit down for president, to sit down and sit, to sit down as a president of a nation, where it be say primary school and secondary school in credentials and this zero. To show say our president so you know really good primary and secondary, you know, attend at all. This particular issue like this now, I get as it be. So many people now, so many youths, they come outside, they talk, say this now one of the reasons why Bola Ahmed Tinubu no need to continue for seats for 2027. Say it don't make sense and it is impossible, literally impossible for him to still remain for seats legitly unless he won't play mago business. We be say right now, Nigerians, then they upright, they sit down, they wait because nothing like that goes up for this particular time. My people, this particular matter is now they just get as it be. Everybody now they talk, they out their own complaint, their own with how they see this matter. As it be say no really sharp, you know, make sense. We never talk about the one where it be say handle of drug and money laundering charges. So they on top our current president here. We never finish that one. We never finish the matter of say our president now. He gets so many cases, even abroad and for Nigeria, where he say they see they find him for criminal activity. And now Inec release these credentials of the 2027 presidential aspirant. Currently these are credentials and Bola Ahmed Tinubu, our current president, he own and nothing to write home about. Even Atiku himself later come outside to talk, say, oh, it be like this, he better may just vote for obedience for 2027, because person like this not supposed to sit down for seats as president. So, you know, get anything they do for there, and which is very, very true, my people. This particular matter is now, it just get as it be. But I will quickly drop all the videos for that, all the information, make on watch and make on see exactly how the matter take play. And make on not forget, make on drop on a comment for the comment section. If you know say you get anything at all you want add or talk concerning this matter, this na Anointed TV, my correct people. So we'll come again next time. Make on stay tuned, make on stay blessed.
So it is no longer news that Inec has now unveiled or revealed the educational background of those vying for the office of president and vice president for the 2027 elections. And as usual, as expected, Bola Ahmed Tinubu's educational background is totally blank. Alas, for a BSc that is just written there with a date of 1979. And of course, as expected, a lot of morons are running wide, trying to explain it out, including seeing someone that you would thought should have sense writing that in those days, higher institutions used to accept people who homeschooled, as it were. Unfortunately, it is quite unfortunate, and I'm sure wherever Obafemi Awolowo, Chief Obafemi Awolowo is, he would be disappointed by how a very educated region would produce someone like this at a time like this to become a president or to represent them as president. You know why? Because sometime in 1955, as then Premier of the Western region, Chief Obafemi Awolowo had introduced free education to the Western region. And that's expanded to around 1966, and there was rapid expansion. Teachers were recruited, schools were built, enrollment into schools. It was basic. According to the records of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he was born sometime in 1952. And free education in the Western region was introduced in 1955. According to the Nigerian educational timelines and following the British colonial educational system that was handed over to us with the 6334 educational system, it meant that Bola Ahmed Tinubu should have resumed school 6 years after he was born. That was 1958, during the time of free basic education. Yeah. Olusegun Obasanjo would copy the Western region's free education into a national system, while when he became the head of state of Nigeria sometime in 1976. And that was why he introduced universal primary education to copy that thing that the West has been doing for years. And even when the West, sometime in 1960s, broke out into the Western states, all of the Oyo, Ogun, Bende, and all of that, this free education continued, but of course, in varying fraction according to states. Obasanjo will go ahead to implement it nationally. Years later, a man will rise to becoming president with a blank space of primary and secondary education, except for a BSc that is written without the school, without the program, but 1979 appended to it. Sometimes I think this should worry us. And of course, I know that it's already president. You're going to tell me cry wolf and all of that. But in your private space, worry that this is not good for Nigeria. This is totally wrong. And it's not just because he did not go to school, or it is much more than that. What level of crime did this man commit that is making him avoid putting dates? And don't forget that he had put a particular primary school whilst he contested to be governor of Lagos State in 1999. And the problem has never been whether or not he went to school or not go to school. What did this man do that is making him trying so hard to wipe out his background, wipe out his history whilst he's still alive? We can only but wait till when Bola Ahmed Tinubu finally leave this world. There is a lot of unraveling. For some of us, we want to know, who did he take out? What happened? Who did he wipe out? What level of criminality is he hiding? That should be a bother. For me, I've stopped bothering about whether he went to school or not. I'm not worried to know what level of criminality did this criminal commit that he's trying to hide away from his past.
Hello, you are welcome to this class. Come. Una see this 2027 Inec displays Tinubu Setima's credentials. Calls for public scrutiny. Now they call for public scrutiny. I don't know what they can give them this confidence now on a part of the law. Last time we not sound like this. The same thing here from Punch. And I remember say Atiku made this statement last time.
You go to Inec and you look at the president's form. Primary school, nil. Secondary school, nil. Then university graduate. How? Now, this is what is presently in the file of INEC of our current president. How? What kind of a country is this? 2027, ladies and gentlemen, let us vote for competence. Let us vote for character. Not a school forger, not a drug bearer.
Okay? Now see. They say primary school, nil. Secondary, nil. BSc, only BSc. 1979. Employment, Mobi Nigeria Limited, between these dates. Lagos State Government, between these two dates. Then, as president, 2023 date. Okay? They say this is the certificate from the university, Chicago State University. Okay? They want an NYC certificate. Okay? Listen to this guy.
Guys, I just saw one of the funniest things ever. So today, INEC released the particulars of the presidential candidates, right? And, you see Peter Obi, he had primary school, secondary school education, higher institution, all of that, right? Even Atiku had primary school, secondary school, and all of that, right? He thought... It got to Tinubu's turn. Primary school, 0, year 0. Secondary school, 0, year 0. Then, higher institution, BSc, and then put the year. Like, who else do you know? And this is not even like, who else do you know that skipped primary school, secondary school, and moved straight to uni. Like, please help me out.
You hear also? Before, there was government college that brought a lot of bad blues some years ago. Like this one, Congo research old court documents where they even present for courts last time. And if you dig deeper, like here, certified true copy. I went on self-exile from October 1994 to October 1998. When I returned, I discovered that all my property, including all the documents relating to my qualifications and my certificates, in respect of paragraph 3 above, were looted by unknown persons. Paragraph 3 above. That paragraph 3 is that I obtained a Bachelor of Science degree in economics, Bachelor of Science degree in business administration, and qualify as a certified public something accountant. Okay? I attended University of Chicago from 1972 to 1976 and Chicago State University from 1977 to 1979. This one now, Otilo. Okay? This one too, this guy also uploaded on his post, old form, certified true copy. Here carries primary school, St. Paul Aroyoya Children Home School, Ibadan. Here I can see something like Government College, Ibadan, 1965 to 68. Richard Dale College. This is like Chicago, US. Okay, these are what people are sharing on the comment section. Here, I think this is a reply from Deloitte. We received a subpoena dated September 1652 seeking employment records for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They put this number. Please be advised that we have no record of Bola Ahmed Tinubu in our systems, and as such, have no employment records for them. So you can see that last time, that was an argument, big argument. If you follow up the news, it was a big argument. But this time, now Moby Day here. Okay? Me, I'm not judging, I'm just presenting what they available online. Okay? This one is the story of now who dream. Now I know what he dream. Listen to this.
Next one.
The controversies are unending because
I'm resolving them one by one now. I'm resolving them one by one. You are the one playing it all. I'm giving you answers.
Justice, we're having a conversation.
No, but I'm telling you that you are the one playing it all.
Really.
Because people, let me tell you there, people just take stories out of social media and regurgitate them on networks like this. Regurgitating on social media.
We're not talking about social media reports.
No, most of this is social media.
In 1999, when he was running, the certificates that he dropped and right now, and the forms that he did submit right now to run for president, the certificates, there's discrepancy there that have been noticed.
Chicago State University.
That wasn't submitted in 1999.
Okay. Which one did he submit?
Where's the primary?
I just explained that to you now.
You're confirming to us that he didn't go to a primary school. Is that what you're saying?
He did not reveal it, but I'm just telling you that he did not reveal it. But I'm telling you that in those days, you don't have to go. You don't have to. They read and pass GC from home. Great men do.
And secondary school?
Great men. Yeah, that's secondary school. That's GC now.
Yeah.
Yes, they pass it from home.
Okay. Or they pass it from home?
Yes,
okay.
Great men do. Okay. And it's a part of it in fact, it is one of the virtues that you use to know great men. So that they read
that they don't go to school.
That they read from home. They read and dug in and burnt the midnight oil from home.
Okay, we are almost right.
You hear us so? They say great men. They know they go school that time. They do GC from home. Anyway, this one now, called they compare with Peter Obi's own. They say Peter Obi, he get primary school, get secondary, he also get university. Okay, Obi, okay, the same certificate. I said, I just rushly present that because now this thing they go on for Twitter after Inec see me they go scrutinize them. Wait till you take more and drop up a comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this.
Based on the report published after Inec released the candidate nomination document, it is accurate that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu left the sections for primary and secondary education blank on his Form EC9 and listed only a Bachelor of Science BSc degree under higher education. Report also stated that he attached copies of his university degree certificate and NYSC certificate to his nomination papers. Okay. Now, I'm trying to be logic, balance the equation. The legal question, however, is separate from the political controversy. Let's be fair. What does the Nigerian Constitution require? Section 131 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, provide that a person is qualified for election as president if they, 1, are citizens of Nigeria by birth, 2, have attained the age of 35 years, 3, are a member of a political party and sponsored by that party, and then 4, have been educated up to at least the school certificate level or its equivalent. Now, friends, importantly, the Constitution does not expressly require a candidate to list every primary or secondary school attended on the Form EC9. Rather, the constitutional requirement is that the candidate possesses at least the minimum educational qualification prescribed by the Section 139D. That is Section 131D. In addition, Section 318 of the Constitution defines school certificate or its equivalent. Broadly, it includes not only a secondary school certificate, but also other educational or professional qualifications, and in some circumstances, evidence of education and work experience considered equivalent under the Constitution. However, friends, does leaving those sections blank automatically disqualify him from contesting the election? No. On the information currently available, the answer is no. Leaving the primary and secondary school sections blank does not automatically make a candidate constitutionally ineligible. A court will generally consider the following: 1, whether the candidate possesses the constitutional minimum educational qualifications, and then 2, whether the information supply is false. 3, whether any omission amounts to a false declaration or constitutional breach. And then the 5th, whether supporting documents satisfy the legal requirements. So friends, simply leaving field blank is not by itself the same as proving that the candidate lacks the required qualifications. Okay, so let's answer this particular question. What about listing only BSc degree in the form? If a candidate merely wrote BSc without identifying the institution, that could raise questions about the completeness of the form. However, friends, recent reports indicate that President Tinubu's accompanying document identifies the degree as a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration from Chicago State University, together with supporting certificates. The Metro Business quoted that. Now, what should Inec do? Under Nigerian electoral framework, Inec role is primarily administrative at this stage. It should, 1, publish the candidate personal particulars for public scrutiny, which it has done. All right. Now, the second thing is receive objections or legal challenges from any persons who believe the information submitted is false or does not meet constitutional requirements within the period provided by the Electoral Act. Okay. Now, allow the court to determine dispute over qualifications or alleged false information, since INEC generally does not have the power to unilaterally disqualify a presidential candidate over disputed qualifications without a court order. Okay, overall, friends, my own overall assessment based on the Constitution alone, the omission of primary and secondary school certificates from EC9 does not automatically mean President Tinubu is constitutionally ineligible to contest the presidency. Whether he satisfies the Section 131 depends on whether he possesses the constitutionally required educational qualifications and whether his declarations are truthful. If any citizens or political party believes the nomination papers contain false information or fail to meet constitutional requirements, the appropriate remedy is to challenge the nomination through the court under the Electoral Act. INEC responsibility is to publish the document and allow the statutory process the ultimate determinations of disputed eligibility rest within the judiciary and not INEC. So friends, this is my own take. I like to balance both sides. In this form, I have viewed all clips from all bloggers shouting hell, hell, hell to heaven about leaving that section blank. I've seen Atiku's camp also putting out some media reports. I've seen all bloggers. First of all, I like to listen from both sides. I've seen all bloggers making comments, and most of them are saying, oh, he should be disqualified. But let's look at the constitutionality. Before Tinubu goes this way, they have advised him. You could see that he plays it smart. Okay? He plays it smart. Before, he was caught in the past. And now he doesn't want that reputation. Before he was able to leave that section blank and did what he was done, he's been protected by the law. Constitutionally, he cannot be denied the contest. So instead of me to be accused of putting false information, I'd rather leave it blank. Let me give you guys an example. If you are invited by the police for an interview, okay, don't be precise in giving accuracy or date. That's why you see some accused persons or a suspect, when they want to engage an interview, they use "I recall." When you keep using "I recall," you are not being definite. You are not being cornered. Okay, because you are being cautious. You are being given an estimate. You see something. So your lawyer is going to advise you when you are being asked a question. Just use the word "recall." I recall. It means you are still thinking. You are not sure of what you are saying. But when they ask you on a specific date, you say, yes, this is the specific date. You are confirming you are sure of that date. But what they have in their file might be different. So you are incriminating yourself by giving false information. So rather than you being definite in date or information, use the word recall. I recall. Doctors are going to, go into mock interview with you. If they ask you this, say, I recall. Once you use that word, I recall, you are giving yourself a leeway of not being cornered. So what Tinubu does here was he leaves it blank, because blank does not mean it's a false information. He might not be certain with date or the information of the school, so I better leave it vacant than putting a school that I'm not sure when it was created or when I graduated. So friends, let's be clear in that aspect. Okay, so I'll try to balance the equation. I didn't see anything wrong in the way he leaves it. He's listened to his lawyer's advice in filling that form. Okay, so let's play it smart and avoid these confrontations. All what you guys have to focus now is on the pie. What is the pie? The presidency come 2027. So that's my take on it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this clip. Keep watching, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Thanks.